Earthquake sirens ring out across Mexico City. The alarms trigger mass evacuations. An 8.1 magnitude earthquake has struck, the largest in Mexico in 100 years. While the quake kills nearly 100 people in southern Mexico, it originates off the coast, 1,000 kilometers southeast of Mexico City, and the city is left relatively unscathed. For residents of Mexico, preparing for earthquakes is a normal part of life growing up. But they're unaware that a much more deadly earthquake is just around the corner.
From early on in school to your adult life, you're always doing drills for earthquakes. You're supposed to remain calm, listen to the leaders. Most people that live here are aware of the danger that an earthquake can bring. We all have that fear inside of us, but we also love our city.
Situated in the trans-Mexican volcanic belt, Mexico City was once the center of Aztec society. Today, Mexico City is a modern city, rich in history.
Mexico is awesome, it's great. I mean, we have a really cool weather, the people is awesome. I love Mexican food, Mexican music, Mexican culture.
Yet this thriving metropolis lies in one of the most seismically active regions in the world, along what's known as the Ring of Fire. Home to most of the world's volcanoes, this is where the Earth moves and roars to life.
The Ring of Fire, of course, people get very excited about this. It's basically just the Pacific Rim. The surface of the Earth is divided up into about 10 plates.
These tectonic plates are in constant motion. Where they meet, along the ring, about 90% of the world's earthquakes shake the planet.
As the oceanic plate dives down beneath the continents, this pressure is being built up by plate tectonics. It slips, and the energy then radiates out across the surface of the Earth. It's this sliding process as they move past one another that generates the earthquakes that we feel.
You know, Mexicans, especially if you come from Mexico City, are aware of the danger that an earthquake can bring. Like everyone, you grow up with the stories of the 1985 earthquake.
On the morning of September 19th, 1985, Mexico City started to shake.
I remember very clearly, it was a little bit before 7 o'clock in the morning. I went to the window and I could see the water of the pool just moving from one side to another, you know, like. And then I turned on the TV to see the news. There was no signal on the TV. I called my boss. I used to work at a TV station, and he said to me, you have to come to the studio. We have to start reporting.
A TV producer, Carlos headed into the city to cover the aftermath of the quake.
It was really devastating. It was really shocking. Everything collapsed. People bleeding, hurt. I mean, imagine a bomb just crashing into your city. It's like a nightmare.
The earthquake killed 10,000 and left 30,000 injured.
The 1985 event was a magnitude 8.0. To give a sense of the scale, it's about as much energy is released as the largest nuclear tests that there ever have been, and several thousand times larger than the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima. The 1985 event was a real wake-up for Mexico City. There was a lot of damage, despite the fact that the earthquake was 300 kilometers away. So that was a real revelation. The fact that the earthquake was so far away from Mexico City really is what spurred the idea of developing an early warning system.
To implement the new early warning system, 12 seismic sensors were placed along the coast of Mexico. Today, there are more than 100 sensors. The sensors detect the initial P or primary waves. These don't shake the ground and can't be felt except by the sensors, giving advance warning that the more damaging S or shear waves are soon to follow.
By putting seismic sensors close to the earthquake source at the coast and detecting the earthquake very rapidly, you could send a signal ahead of the seismic waves and provide up to about a minute's worth of warning before the city itself would shake. Mexico's warning system was the first early warning system publicly generating alerts back in 1991. And so there's no question, all of the warning systems around the world have kind of been following Mexico's lead.
32 years to the day after the catastrophic 1985 earthquake, sirens ring out across the city. It's the annual earthquake drill.
There's always like a standard procedure of where you should go immediately. There's like a protocol, you know? So we're definitely prepared.
That morning, Carlos visits his son on the set of a television show.
He introduced me to the director and some of the actors and gave me a tour around the hacienda. And then he asked me to stay. And I said, no, look, I have work to do. I'm going to go back home.
I was with the director and the DP. It was very hot. So we went inside the hacienda to the second floor, and we went outside to this terrace to get a little bit fresh before getting and shoot the scene.
Meanwhile, Andres is preparing to make a pitch for his bicycle business.
We are a startup, right? So we were actually sitting down and we were just about to start the pitch.
Suddenly, 2 hours after the annual siren testing, the sirens sound again.
It was definitely a huge surprise. And then the earthquake hit. And we started to freak out a bit. I went out on the street and then I saw a lot of dust and this woman crying that a building had collapsed. And I didn't really believe that until I saw the collapsed building. And then I heard that there was another collapsed building and another one and another one.
It's a big coincidence that there was the 85 earthquake, same day. I just stood there and I was like, it's gonna pass, right?
But the shaking does not stop.
It moved really, really, really strong. But my reaction was so shocked of seeing this corner of the building of the hacienda collapsing. Because we're talking about stone and rocks. The director was next to me, and he evacuated as soon as he felt the earthquake. But instead of evacuating, I just stood there.
Before he can react, things go from bad to worse.
I remember feeling this black shadow coming to me like boom and just knocked me out. And I went to black.